tier list was a 2.3? 2.3? Yeah. And that time I did a fun tier list, not based off how good they are. I think this time I'm going to go off of the best characters. Since we did a fun one last time, this time I'm going to be going off of damage wise. Now, I'm going to get right into it because there are a lot of characters to go through. Thankfully, I've used most of them. Now, does this mean I'm guessing here we're going to get to choose. Okay, so they don't have any of the other ones in here. So, I'm going to go ahead and say he's the Dendro one. If we're talking about the Dendro Traveler, I would probably put it in A. I'm not lying. The Dendro main character is actually pretty crazy. So, yeah, A. A sounds good. Albedo. Now, for me, Albedo is one of my favorites just because one of my favorite teams is Ningguang, Albedo, Zhongli, and then whatever you want to run. So, for me, he's one of my favorites, but if we're going off of how useful he is, I don't want to put him in C, but when I look at all these other characters, this is harder than I thought. I should have just done a fun one because I would be flying through these. But, I think for now I'm going to put in C. Look, I think he should go in B just because I like him so much. But I also think all of these characters might be a little higher. Alright, Aloy, I'm sorry. Like, I get it. You might be able to build her well, but it's like, bro, it's too much investment for that character. Again, Amber, hell no. We're not using Amber in here. Ito. See, I have him. I've built him. He does insane damage. Is he at S tier, though? I guess if I'm comparing it to Dendro Traveler, I think I would have to put him in S. If I'm going off of damage now, I mean, you don't have to build him that much. I mean, you can just put all of your garbage defense artifacts on him, and he goes crazy. Like, I think I literally put all my crappy defense ones on him when I first got him. I think I had, actually, yeah, the talents was at like level 4, and that man was still hitting like 40k per hit, which is crazy. Barbara, I'm sorry, she's got to go at the bottom. Beto is actually just got a little bit better. With Dendro, it did get a little bit better. I think for Beto, I'm going to put her in B. But then again, Albedo was at C. I think you still get... It's hard because it's a Geo character. The Geo character basically has to be like a must-need support or a must-need DPS. Otherwise, it's kind of useless. I hate that they do that, but that's just how it goes. Of course, Ben is S still. That man is always going to be S. Although he is getting kind of boring to use, I have to use him. Now, this is going to be biased because I'm building... or I'm finishing my build for Chongyun right now just because he's got to be one of the most underrated 4 stars. But I can understand also because he takes a decent amount to build him. Like, it takes a lot of time to get this man doing the damage that you would want him to do. Like, you got to get his talents up pretty high. And he pretty much has to be a 6 star to be a DPS. That's useful. So I think overall I have to put him on C. Even though he's one of my favorites. Now, Dilu, a lot of people say he's boring. Which I mean, I guess if you've been using him from the beginning, yes. I have him at C3, literally just because, you know, losing 50-50s. But, so I put him, I don't want to put him on. It says saying damage-wise, he still hits hard. He hits hard. But is he an A? I think for now I'm going to put him on with Beto. Because there are a lot of characters that hit harder than him. Okay, Diona. So this whole tier list is off of basically usefulness. Not just because if I do just damage, a lot of them are to get put in D and stuff like that, and it's just like it's not gonna be representative of whether the character is good or not. So Diona is, I mean, it's the only other character that has a shield and heals you. I'm not gonna lie, it's tempting to put it in A. That is hard, but for now I'm gonna put her in B. I'm probably gonna end up switching these a lot. Now, Eula, again, this is another character that I've built pretty well. And she does insane damage, yes. But in the time it takes for her to get her ult and to get the attacks, and I'm going all of these I'm going off of C0. I'm not going off of C6, nothing like that. If you have C0 Eula, the time it takes to get her ult up and then also get the ult off at max, it takes a decent amount to get her at the max ult damage because you know you got to build up and then it does the huge damage. Her physical attack build is pretty nice. But again, if you're using and fighting against anything that has elemental shield, it's useless, which is damn near everything at this point. I'm gonna put her in A. I'm gonna put her in A. Fischl right now, Fischl might be an S right now, I'm not gonna lie. Fischl might be S. Fischl and Dendro is crazy. I might have to, I think I have to put her there just because almost everyone also has her at C6. So she also is very accessible. Everyone has damn near C6 with her. And she's one of the, if, I wouldn't say, wait, is she the best support out right now? What else we got on here? She might be one of the best supports. Especially with more Dendro coming. A or, this is hard. Because and then I feel like I gotta put Eula up there. For now, I'm gonna put her in S. Just because she is so useful right now. Yeah. Ganyu, I mean, like, yes, she's boring, but she still is absolutely broken. So I feel like, yes, if you want a character that absolutely destroys everything, Ganyu is the way to go. Even though I do think it's kind of boring. Now, I forgot his name. I do have him, and I've used him a decent amount because I use Ito, but, I think, yeah, he's not useless, but, I mean, he's only useful for Ito and Noel. So it's like, would I really use him? So I'm gonna put him with C. I think that's a good bunch there, even though I hate putting Chilion there because I love him. But, okay, Hu Tao. I feel like Hu Tao is still might be S. I feel like I'm putting too much in S, though. Because the S is going to be characters you have to have. Should I bump some down? See, I'm gonna get roasted if I mess this up. That's why I'm taking so much into this. I don't know. You cannot get mad at me. Look, it's hard. It's hard to get this right. And look, no one's tier list is going to be perfect, okay? So don't like start going around saying, "Oh, this man is garbage." I'm like, Jean. Now, Jean, great healer. But I'm not gonna lie, the only time I'm ever going to use her is if I'm using Zhao. And that's only because I recently got her on C3. Before that, I just used Bennett with Zhao. So, I would say she's a healer, though. I think that that's the only reason there's not that many healers, so I feel like I have to put her at B. Kazuha, I'm sorry. Anyone that says Kazuha isn't S tier is crazy. I'm sorry. I gotta get that one out of the way. even if you don't, I mean, if you can, I will say, if you can get C1 and that's it, bro, get it. It's a game changer. It goes absolutely insane. But even at C0, this man gathers. That man gives so many buffs to everyone, elemental mastery, all that stuff, and it just gathering is so nice with that. I have to put him in S tier. Kaya is another extremely underrated, and a lot of people have multiple uh constellations for this man. Not as underrated as Fischl, but B or C. I'm gonna do C for now. Ayaka again. Again, damage wise, is definitely at the top. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put her there. Kaching just got the buff, but I still don't think she's one of the top tier ones. But I think she is like just now with Dendro especially is definitely an A. Yeah, Lee. Now this is one of the characters I've used on someone else's account, but I've never built this character myself. So this one's probably gonna be a little off. But in terms of usefulness, I would probably put her. Who would I use her over this? Like I wouldn't. B? C. I'm gonna put her in C for now. Kujo Sara, this one, I'm not lying, it's tempting to put her in D. Just because it's like, if you have Bennett, which everyone has Bennett at this point, even if it's not C5 that you want, do not put on C6, please. But, there's no reason to use her over Bennett. There's no reason whatsoever. Or many of other characters. I don't know, I feel like she's kind of useless. I'm not... I mean, she's not horrible, but she's... Would I use her? Eh. Lisa, I mean, Lisa does shred a lot of resistance, I guess. But again, it takes, first of all, you have to have a lot of constellations for it to be useful. And then also you need to build her extremely strong. But I don't want to put her in D, though, because it's not... I'm gonna put it in there only because the general population of Genshin will not build Lisa enough for her to be good. Although, if you do want someone that's like a challenge to build really, really good, it's a cool character to build. Wait, so... Oh, do we have different ones for each one? Hold on. No, they just put... Okay, they just put both in there. We'll just put them next to each other then. Mona. See, I've C3 Mona from losing 50/50s. Of course, all my C3s and stuff like that is because I wasn't trying to get the character. I didn't want it. Mona. She's good for damage buff, but the only time you'll ever see someone actually running Mona is when they're going for the absolute most damage for a video. I swear that's the only time you ever see anyone actually using Mona. If you're just running around, I feel like people don't use her. So I don't think she's useless, but I don't think she's like up there. This is hard because Ningguang is one of my favorite characters in the game. And I've done plenty of videos on her. I've got C6 Ningguang. I've been going crazy. I've built her to where she's absolutely insane, but I feel like she took a minute to get to that. Like, I had to max out damn near everything. I crowned her and everything. I can't bring myself to put her in S, but B. I'm sorry, I gotta put her in A. I like it. May be a little biased, but look, I was also biased against Song and I didn't put him up there. Noel, I'm sorry. Noel, you gotta go at the bottom. Chi Chi, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Screw Chi Chi, bro. I hate Chi. Oh, let me not get on a rant with this one because I did that with the last tier list. I still hate Chi Chi so much. Raiden Shogun, uh, she's hella useful for energy recharge. She actually does do a lot of damage. I think I'm gonna put her in A. Yeah, yeah, put her in A. Razor. Razor is again is super underrated, but would he be? I think he's one of he may be the best free to play DPS. He might be. Therefore, I don't think I can't bring him to put him below B because I feel like he can do a lot of damage compared to these as well. Okay, so we got. Why am I blanking? Rosaria. I don't know why I blanked on that one. Rosaria. Great for applying cryo. Other than that, I mean, the damage isn't crazy. I guess the dodge behind is cool, but it's not really necessary since you phase through most stuff when you dodge anyways. I think I would have to put her in C. Kokomi. Now, although I hate Kokomi, and I know that people want her, I know the damage is insane. I'm not stupid. Kokomi is actually going A. Her damage is crazy and she heals you, so it's like, I can't really sit here and say that she's garbage. Now, Seiyu, she's good for traveling. I'm sorry, but she has to go at the bottom. That's all I would ever use her for is if I'm traveling. Alright, Shenhe. Oh wait, is it? Am I tripping? No, it is. Okay. I was about to say. Okay, great cryo buff. I mean, her with her with Ganyu or her with Ayaka. I mean, she is really, really good, but I don't think she's quite A. I feel like A is gonna be the one that's like really useful support. Well, then again, I would have to put Diona at the top. I feel like these are like the ones that are great at DPS or great at support. These are good, but not like necessary to have. See, we got them in there. See, some of them I don't want to put there because you can build them to be absolutely insane. I'm trying to go off of like the general population of Genshin, what they would build her for. Alright, Sucrose. See, Sucrose is amazing to me because a lot of people don't have Venti or Kazuha. Or in Spiral Abyss right now, it's best to have a Gatherer on both sides. So you usually need both, either Kazuha and Sucrose, or Kazuha and Venti. And more people definitely have Sucrose than Venti. And Venti, most people probably have Constellations. So I feel like just because of that, she's extremely useful for that though. Is because you can also build her just stack Elemental Mastery and you're good. So I feel like I gotta put her in B. Child, I know a lot of people don't like him because of the way you have to play with him. But in terms of how much the damage you can do, I think the only thing I really don't like about Child is how long it takes for the cooldown. The cooldown is so bad. Like, if you can get C6 with this man, it's absolutely insane. But the cooldown on his skill is atrocious. Like, it's bad. But in terms of usefulness, I don't think well, I feel like I would put him up there with Hu Tao, though. I bring down Hu Tao? I feel like I can't put him in A if Hu Tao is up there. Let me rearrange it. Like, I'm not even arranging these in like terms of damage or anything. I just it's easier for me to look if I've got all the 5 stars in a row. Do these belong together? Do they all do around the same damage? Ito for the child's burst. If you build his burst, that man does insane damage, like 200k plus. So he probably does do just about the same as everyone else. Except for Ganyu. Ganyu is insane, but if we're basing it off of Ganyu's damage, then it's like, it makes no sense. Like, she would just be up here by herself. Yutao, Kazuo, I gotta put Kazuo up there, I'm sorry. Aika gotta be up there, Bennett gotta be up there. Official... See, she doesn't do the same amount of damage, but she helps a lot. I feel like I gotta put her in A because... Yeah, I gotta put her in A. That it hurts, but I have to. I'm sorry, Toma is pointless. I had to do it. Venti is always useful. Should I put her in S? Or should I put him in S yet? S. Wait. I feel like if I put Kazuo in there, well, no, Kazuo does a little bit more than Venti. Venti's damage is insane and gathers, though. I feel like I have to. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I definitely have to. Yeah. Alright, so Zingling, again, useful in almost every situation. I feel like she's definitely A. She does crazy damage. She really does, and you barely have to build her. I mean, just put 4-piece Severed Fate on her, and she's already built. That's all you need. You don't have to go for the Witch Flame. Nothing crazy. I'm sorry, Zhao. I'm a Zhao main. Zhao gotta go at the top. I mean, when you want to have a guy, if you want to go into Spiral Abyss, and you don't really have to worry about, like, dodging anything, don't really have to worry about applying buffs or anything, put a Primordial Jade or whatever, a death match on a Zhao, jump up and down a couple times, everything's dead. I'm sorry, but, like, he's got to be at the top. I'm not rearranging these. This is not in order on rows. This is just going by column. Uh, okay, Xingqiu. He's really good. I don't think he's quite here. Yeah, I'm gonna put him like that. Zinnia, I'm sorry, you gotta go at the bottom. Uh, Yomiko. Yumiko. Uh, she's better now for sure with Dendro, but I don't think she's quite there. Well, do I even want to put her there though? I feel like I gotta put I'm gonna have to put her there for now. Yanfei, like, this is just one of the characters where like she's good, but why would you use her over Ningguang? You know what? Like, it's just Yoimiya. Surprisingly, you don't have to build her that much either. I thought you did, but and then I got her, and she shot up in damage. I feel like she melts everything. I mean, she straight up does like 30k per hit, which is insane. So I feel like I have to put her up there at S. Okay, what was this character? This was when I took a break from Genshin, so I didn't get her, and I haven't seen much of her. I know what she does. Yunjin, I think, was the name. But I know she's pretty good at enabling or buffing. I think because I don't know too much about this character, I'm just gonna put it in the middle for now. Zhongli is still crazy good, shield wise, damage wise. I feel like I have to put him in S. I feel like he will always be in S though. I feel like I've got too much in S. Ayato. Oh man, I want to put this dude at top 2. Hmm. It's just. Oh, I guess he kind of does. would I use him over Child? That's basically what I'm going off of. Is like, should he be up there with Child, or should he be an A? I feel like I gotta put him in. Where did I just? I gotta put him in. I feel like I gotta put him in A, at least for now. Um, I haven't been able to use this character very much, but I've seen a decent amount of user, and it's not bad. But I don't think I'll put her up here with these characters. Yeah, Yulon. Again, she does pretty decent damage. But I feel like she does about the same as Xingqiu. So I feel like there's no point in me putting her above Xingqiu. Hazel, again, this character, I think this character is one of the coolest characters, and it does crazy damage. But would I put it in A? No. No, Tignari. I've got a video of Tignari coming out. I 36 starred this new 3.0 Spiral Abyss with Tignari on my team with 100% crit damage, 100% crit rate. That man does not take much to build him. I melted through 12 with this man. But does he do, I guess if I'm already doing that amount, imagine if I built him all the way, he would probably go crazy. But I don't think he's an S though. But I also don't think he's I think I gotta put him in A. I don't think he's quite S tier. Okay, Kali. Kali is good. But I feel like I'm gonna have to put her in B. Yeah. And these these are characters for 3.1. I'm just gonna go off of what I think. This is the one that we're getting first, I believe. Now, she heals and applies damage. I'm going to assume, now I don't look at leaks, so I don't know the stats or nothing like that. But if she's going to be a healer and applies damage and Electro, with the Dendro being great with Electro, I feel like she has potential to be in A. Now this one, I don't really know too much about this one, so I'm not gonna do it. I know almost nothing about this character. I also don't really know anything about Nilo, or however you pronounce her name. So I know I have seen. Now to me, this just looks like a 5-star Razor. So I feel like it's gonna be Razor, but more powerful. So I'm gonna put him in A. These two, y'all have to let me know in the comments, because these two I really don't know. I don't know anything about these characters. Hopefully we get some teasers, character demos, stuff like that pretty soon. But yeah, that's my tier list. Now, obviously some of this stuff is gonna be off. I think if I really wanted to like make my most accurate tier list, I think this video would be like an hour long, because there's so much that I'll probably switch around all the time. But off of like a 30-minute thing, off of first look, this is what I would put as useful characters in terms of like whether you really need them or. Okay, let me not look, because and then I'm gonna make the video way too long, because I really would. There's so much that I'll probably switch around. But yeah, don't take this too seriously. If y'all, this is probably a good representation for someone if they're new to Genshin, stuff like that. Obviously, the people that have been playing as long as I have are probably gonna break it down. Be like, oh, this character actually does this much off of this, whatever. I'm not doing all that. This is a tier list for beginners. Just a general like view to see what is like up there. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed the video. That was definitely a fun thing to do. I definitely need to do a fun one as well though. Just so that if people want to start the game and they just want to get the most fun characters, I definitely need to do that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.